The Stay-at-Home Order is a perverted, degenerate stoner podcast for nerds. Content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Stay-at-Home Order. Well, this is a Root Tootin' D&D podcast where 4 or 5 idiots get online once in a while and play dice games for our own amusement. My name is Trout. Sometimes I play a human man named Blade with a regular job. But tonight, I'm deep in it, folks. Deep in it.
Deep into
if
the
you're
method.
joining us in any kind of stream or viewing this later by video, you'll notice I'm wearing a cowboy hat and this fancy bandana. Well, that's because I'm playing our gunslinger. He's a birdman from God knows where. He ain't got much memory at all. But he came equipped with 2 weapons, and he's raring to shoot them. That pertinent or anything that moves, including possibly his own party members. Who knows? Especially if that barf character steps out of line. He seems like a bad egg. Being a birdman, I could suss out a bad egg real quick. And that's about all I got, folks. I'm going to turn it on over. Well, speaking of barf, let's go talk to Todd. Hey, Todd, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, baby bird.
That's all right. I'll accept that.
I'll accept it.
Do you feel like your baby bird and his spiraled baculum is ready for tonight?
Well, I don't know exactly that other word you use, to be honest. I'm not necessarily book educated, if you might say it, but what I do know about it, like I said, is rooting and tooting and shooting. And I'm ready to get into that after I can potentially get some heals, folks, because I got a little bit, like I said, I got a little banged around last time we played, and but I got flown back like a kite, basically. Just flown like a kite.
I also got banged up pretty bad. Not last time, but the time before, so I feel you there. But I'm feeling, a little frothy tonight, kind of biting at the chip. Now, what are you, chomping at the bit? And
chapping at the bot.
Yep.
Got chapstick on my.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if I was a dog, my chapstick would be showing. Very excited.
That's super inappropriate. One penis joke about a bird is one thing, but you don't need to bring a man's best friend into this.
Move on to chimpanzees or some other likewise animal.
Right.
Well, now that just raises a good question. I've never thought of a chimpanzee's penis.
Speaking of wild animals, we got us one of them druids with us tonight. Ms. Frankie Figs. Frankie, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Did we rest
ready to get
at
down?
all?
What's going on? Hell no. Absolutely not.
No.
Nope, not
It
even
was an
close.
abrupt ending.
All right, well, I cannot heal anyone because I don't have any spell slots. So.
Oh, that's real unfortunate.
Yeah,
I reckon we just need to find a comfortable place to bed down, probably. But how did you get all banged up again last night? Did you get hurt? You didn't get hurt.
Nothing,
You're just
nothing
come out of
happened
spells.
to me. I just want my spells
Totally
back.
fine. Absolutely fine. That's great.
My spells.
No invisible
More
ropes got
important
wrapped
spells.
around your ankles. That's for sure.
Mm-mm.
Well, golly. Speaking
Well,
of
I'm not
no
a bird,
spells,
so. Not a bird.
Can only rest in a nest. God. Do you even have a nest available?
I fell out of a nest. That was kind of how I think I might have got kind of forgetful, basically. I fell out of a nest and found this hat and this fancy bandana and a couple of guns buried in some bushes. And I've been kind of on the road on my own ever since, if I'm being honest. But that's enough about me, really. We were talking about characters without any magic, and well, she may not have any traditional spells. That smile's magic enough for me. And I'm talking about Desmona.
It's so hard to say that name in that voice. Hey, Desmond, how you doing?
Baby Bird's got a stutter.
Every time my internet is doing weird things and being really choppy.
Well, that's
So it's like hard to.
Right,
I don't know if
which
it's just
Wi-Fi are you
slow.
on? Really, are you on the Netgear Wi-Fi, or have you switching on over to that faster imagination lane?
Well, let's see. That's a good question.
Why don't you give her just a real check, see?
Why don't we
Bigger
just take a
Bird,
quick
Geek
second here to
Squad.
play the intro? I'm your dungeon daddy, Kyle, and this is the thing I made that is. Here we go.
I don't have a key.
It's a little dizzying, but I stare right into the middle to try to focus on a point. I usually swallow it back down as I feel up.
Oh,
Just abandon ship.
just a perfect
Shit.
intro. She's out.
Peace out.
Damn it. All right, hold on. Let's see.
And then all of a sudden, Blade just drops out one by one. Guys,
The lasers
my
are
internet's not
coming.
great either. The lasers.
I reckon she might have been on the wrong Wi-Fi, folks. That's probably why she's having a hard time with the internet speeds. She was connected to an access point that was a whole level below us. There's an awful lot of interference. So we got the mesher up here in the upstairs, and boy, she's kicking hot. I'm not going to turn it off. I'm going to just ride this puppy out all night long.
This is just how we are now.
This is what we're doing
Dutch.
basically forever, Dutch.
I can't mimic. I just want to go back and forth and be a cowboy voice too, but I know I have to make myself all fluid through all of this.
Yeah, it's hard to just you get locked in, man, and you can't even step out of it sometimes.
Just
You get in
life.
bed at
It's
night
just
and
life
go,
at this point.
Boy, mine pooped. I'm tired. These dogs was barking. I even snore in this fucking accent sometimes.
Yeah, what's that sound like?
You'll have to excuse me real quick. I can't say it.
Now his internet's going all whack.
Everybody's just double checking their character sheets. I don't even have my stuff.
I don't even know how to use spells. Someone tell me how I use spells.
So, what
kind of spells do you have?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Well, I just I don't know how many. I got first level, second level. There's a whole bunch of shit on here.
Yeah, you also
First
have
level.
your
Did
spell
you
pick
slots.
I think I did.
Okay.
Jesus
How
Christ.
many should
That's
I
the first-
have?
That's the first step. I'm not sure for a cleric, but I have 4 first level spells and 3 second level.
I have 2 first level and 5 second level, so that's probably not right.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, 2 and 3. It
And
looks
you
like
have 3 spell slots.
I have
so you
3
can-
spell slots.
Well, I can have 5 second level spells though.
But you only have 1 spell slot left, or 2 spell slots left. FYI.
Me?
No, Todd.
Yeah, so
Todd,
Todd,
will.
Oh,
Todd,
okay.
Todd can cast. You can cast 5 or 4 first level spells and 3 second level spells per rest, basically.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got a fair
Yeah,
amount.
but
Your first level spells are bless and cure wounds,
Yes. Okay.
heals and heals, and heals and
But you
buffs.
can cast those as second level. You can use those same
But-
spells higher up.
I see.
Shouldn't
That's
he
what was
have
confusing
more
me.
first level spells?
Probably not at his level.
No. Yeah,
I have
probably.
At
four.
level 4.
But he's
Yeah,
also
he's
a
got
cleric.
4 first level slots and 3 second level slots.
Isn't that just
Well, what I'm
casting
saying-
ability?
What I'm saying is he should know more spells.
Right.
Oh, yeah, probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay, I think I have this sorted out now.
Oh, those are spells, not cantrips, though.
Yeah.
You have 4 cantrips, my dude, that you should be able to use.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't. Wait.
Yeah, so you can get let me help you here, dude.
Yeah. I need all of that.
So there's like a good handful of spells. Some of these are like a good let's do a little just share my screen here for a second so Todd you can see and we can get
Cool. I just do whatever the thing tells me when I set my character up. So I'm sure I screwed it up.
I mean, yeah, no. So you've got the option for any one of these. Guidance, or actually 4 of these. Guidance, light,
Can't see your
which will
screen.
give... Yeah, it's not letting me
okay.
share because it's... I'm looking at it right now. Mending, which is like a repair spell. You'll be able to like fuse simple things together. Resistance, which is like another buff, giving you the ability to like have a resistance against certain damage. Sacred Flame is pretty much what it is. It's like a godly flame. Spare the Dying is a spell that will help people when they are rolling death saves or, keep them from going unconscious. Thaumaturgy is essentially a volume enhancement.
Where do I see these at?
These are under, so go ahead in your character sheet, there's the spells tab.
Yep.
To the right, you can see that there is a, it should say spell slots, and then known spells.
I see spell slots, manage spells. I don't see anything that says known spells.
You need managed spells. It's probably different because you're the player and he's viewing as somebody else, right?
Yeah, and he can have four
known
four
spells.
first level spells and 3 second level spells. So it's the same amount of slots that you have.
This is some good D&D.
Yeah, figuring it out together.
Click-a-dick-clack, click-a-click-a-dick-clack.
And I can pick off any of these on this list, or that say cantrip.
You can have 4 cantrips, so you should pick 4 of those. And then 4 first level spells and 3 second level spells. And it gives you a list in the player's handbook.
Slots.
It's also how many spells you have. The reason I have 5 second level spells is because I have a domain thing that I picked, or a circle of the land. Or
Okay,
something
but he can
that.
have 7 spells, prepared at a time, so he can use 7 spells in any long rest range. So you have to pick 7 of those that you're going to be using on the regular, basically, unless you want to have a loadout. Essentially, you made your way looking for a cure to this unknown plague that has decimated all of humanoid kind. I don't know. There's all shapes and sizes of people. It's weird. What do you call them? Folks?
Folks.
You traveled, fought a strange jelly child that tried to lure you into a basement. Tables have turned, huh, Todd?
Still, I missed that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You've also fought a few goblins that were carrying a stolen away Kenku.
Thought they could have been good guys from a distance.
that appears to have communication problems. Yet, fortunately, for the group of you, you had the gunslinger Trout Cockwing handy, who was fluent in Orin, a bird language. Those that speak air elemental as well know this language, and they were able to communicate just as Garth so friendly poured the creature a cup of water and offered it. You began your journey anew. So, what are you guys doing when the Birdman was getting something to drink?
Well, what time of day is it, would you say?
Oh, early afternoon.
I could go for a nap. Maybe even an 8-hour nap if I could get somebody to watch over me while I'm laying down. People who don't, maybe don't need to sleep as long. I don't know. I heard that elves don't need a full 8 hours. Maybe,
I can stay up.
maybe you
I'm good.
just keep an eye out for me if you don't
I
mind.
don't have
and I'll
spells or lost hit points.
That's excellent. It's just full. Well,
I mean,
we've got...
I could use a nap if
Yeah, I'm
that's what
gonna
we're
also
looking at.
Take a 4-hour nap.
Yeah, maybe if it looks safe around, I'm just going to see if I can fly up into a tree. Just take a little snooze on a branch.
Fly up into a tree and take a snooze. I don't think you have to go to those lengths, but if you want to try to take a rest, why don't you take a rest? What are you doing with this bird creature? Are you inviting them into your camp, or
Yes.
you're just going to be like, hey, good thing we saved you. Good night. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap, stranger.
I'll tell them, hey man, if you want to, tag along, you're welcome to it. We
Did we let the bird out of the cage then?
Was he in a cage?
Or we released it?
It was in the back of the caravan. It wasn't necessarily locked up when you noticed it, and so the whole thing happened so fast.
Actively working on the bird, right?
Yeah, you were doing like medical, looking over it, making sure that it was healthy. You find that it has a satchel, and it's, kind of holding on to it gingerly, making sure it's being held and cared for. This little pouch.
I will volunteer to stay with the bird and rest here in the caravan.
I don't know, man. It seems kind of weird you just sleeping with that bird all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Give him some space.
Just
Probably
tending-
Yeah,
Tending-
he's gonna want some space.
I'm just tending to the bird as
He
my
seems-
How
patient.
about we just leave him alone there and everybody just take the naps and I'll take the first watch and Frankie can take the second.
Yep.
I mean,
And we'll
yeah,
keep an
let's
eye on the
just-
bird in between.
Let's not do a whole lot of anything. I need just to get some sleep. Hey, well, actually, if I'm not already taking a rest yet, since we're just laying around here, getting tired,
Yeah.
I'm going to look over that Birdman, and then Orin, I'm going to say, hey, feller, what you got on that satchel right there?
Young ones, it says.
Fuck, you guys, that thing's full of eggs, I think. That's serious, man. That's a big deal. He's got a bunch of babies with him. Y'all, this got real serious. In this world, babies.
Can you
Guys.
take a look at them, Trout?
It
Is it
opens
eggs
the
or
pouch.
hatchlings?
You see 2 large eggs, both coated with a thin moss-like substance.
Are these
Is
your
that
eggs?
why they? What?
I was gonna ask. I'm asking the bird if these are this bird's eggs.
Oh, okay. You're asking if the bird is like the parental figure to these eggs?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
What did you
Yes,
guys think I was asking about?
These are my eggs.
Oh, all right. Well, that's cool, man. Good for you. That's rad. Yeah, I mean, anybody else have any questions for this bird parent? Because that's just amazing.
Is there anything
Where
that
were
they
they
need?
headed?
Wait,
Two
what was
questions,
that?
both
Yeah,
wonderful
but-
questions. Let's start.
Where were they
start
headed,
with-
and what was your question, Kat?
Is there anything that they need from us to help them care for their eggs or themselves? Like, are they hurt or?
Yeah, I'll relay that both of those questions in order.
I will say that the father or the parental bird is badly beaten.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, it looks like I got shit kicked out of it.
Definitely hurt.
The Aarakocra is trout cockwing, but this one is a kenku, so it actually would speak in sounds and repeating things that it's heard others say before. So the creature's name is and now assuming that this is the mother of these two eggs, you hear the voice of the one goblin say, there's more of them in the cave. We should come back and make sure that they're all dead. And she says to you and Orin, I don't know if my family is alive.
Jesus Christ, you guys. Sounds like those goblins might have killed all of them. Their families in some cave around yonder. So I know we got our own thing going on, but maybe we should go
We should
over there
probably
and
check
check
this
it
cave
out.
out.
We should be checking it out. There could
Is
be
it
all
to the
kinds of
south
stuff
where they
in there.
came from?
Yeah, directly. The bird is pointing from the exact direction that the goblin caravan, their little smuggling cargo route was. You
So
can pretty clearly see tracks if you were to follow them for some time, I'm sure. So if you want to pull a survival, or if you wanted to do something like that for any evidence of direction, but
I'll take a gander. Well, it ain't great, really, I think. Yeah, that ain't good.
It's not super.
Yeah, it don't really matter. I rolled a nat 1, actually. I'm tired, man. I'm getting sleepy,
Is that a survival? I rolled a 1 also.
Are we all ready for that?
I'll do
I
it.
turned around to look behind me and walked directly into a tree.
9.
Cool.
Doing good.
Well,
Everybody's kind of tired, yeah. Real good.
a little
Everybody
sleepy.
did great.
You can tell that the general direction where they came from and then where the bird is pointing, it seems like the best bet. Just heading in that general direction. There's no,
can Dr. Garth would like to pose to the group that following where the beat up bird came from, goblin fear or not, that it's not part of our main mission here. Our mission is to find out where the child came from that has wandered into our camp. And I don't think we need to go off into any heroic ventures for any reason but for our mission. And I'd like to let us think about that before we take our nap.
Aren't we headed that
and
way?
then reconvene.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it is
on
on
the
the way.
same way we're going.
If it's on the
We
way,
may-
I don't see.
We may be heading that way, but going there with that purpose and direction does not seem in line with our mission here.
No, but it's
Look,
the
y'all.
right thing to do. And there might be birds there who have seen something since they can fly and might have a different perspective than we do.
Should we ask this bird if he's seen the child? Or if she's seen the child?
Probably.
Can Trout do that for us?
Trout, you would know that as a Kenku, this bird cannot fly.
Yeah, he ain't flying at all, man. He just runs around.
That's
They're
sad.
like stealing. They're like little
Nah, he's
urchin
cool with it.
type
He ain't got no
creatures.
problems
Like,
with it. He,
hey, they'll
they love
steal.
Yeah, I mean, just keep your shit close by. Really, that's all. it's in their nature, really, so you can't really even fault them for it,
It's because of shiny stuff is most of it.
It's a shiny thing, yeah, really.
Yeah.
I
That's why I'm,
understand.
I
Same.
like shiny things also. So.
exactly. See, it's a thing. It's just, with them, it's just, they look so different. It's easy to single them out. So it's really it's not a fair stereotype at all. It's hurtful. All right, well, y'all, I'm gonna fucking take that nap right now. Then
I agree. Let's take our rest
Yeah.
and we'll consider our next move after that.
Yep,
And
everybody.
Desdemona's going to stay awake and maybe she can learn more from the bird.
We'll see. I'm sure the bird probably wants to rest too. And also, I can't speak bird, so that's just
Exactly.
I
how.
could cast speak with animals on you, but I don't have any spell slots.
And be kind. It's not an animal. It's like a.
if you
I mean,
cast
technically.
speak with animals
can you
on the Kenku, can he speak English with us? Because we're all kind of technically animals compared to him.
Well, that's more realistic, right?
Yeah.
Is there a speak with humans spell?
there is,
Yes,
we
it's
don't have
basically
it.
message. So you get
Yeah.
like a message like telepathically sent to you. So I mean, there is an option.
Is it in a bottle or a seashell?
No, there's also a spell where you can understand other languages and shit. Can't remember what it is though.
Babble?
I cast understand other languages and shit.
Yeah, that's it. Damn it. You got it. Natural 20, brother.
That's a weird one. All right, you all lay down for a nap. Is that everybody laying down for a nap, except for Desdemona?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you're-
just give us a
you're
holler
gonna-
if you get all spooked or something,
And you're just trying no activity, just hanging out in the wilderness.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to sit or stand or walk around where I can see best our
Okay,
general
Desdemona,
vicinity.
why don't you give me a perception check then for the area that you're just hanging out in?
It is. Oh man, it is 6.
All right.
Oh, no.
Quite
Yeah, I almost
cloudy.
fell off
You
the
think
table
that it
and
might
something.
rain. You do that thing where you're like, well, yeah, I smell the rain coming in. It's going to start raining probably in a little while. A couple hours or 3, 4, 6, maybe by the end of the night. Maybe it'll rain. I don't know. I'm like 65% sure.
That looks like rain.
You hear this cracking, shuddering of the pouch that the Kinku had set now to the side, not completely out of arm's reach, but it shudders as one of the eggs shakes and falls out of the pouch. You see it there on the ground, Desdemona.
Can is the mother bird right there?
She's sleeping on the ground.
I will wake her up.
So you wake her up.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Can I just
She
point to the egg and shake
jumps
her?
to jumps to the start and see her look at the egg, and it shudders again, and a crack starts to form in the top, and she just and she's getting really ecstatic about this egg now as it's starting to hatch. And you can see that this thin layer of moss that was on it is almost undulating. Movement, kind of a glaze across this egg. And there's a sickly green, almost slime coming from the edges. A malformed head starts to come out of this egg. You can see that these black speckles are covering half of its would-be face. A torn ligament snaps as it opens its maw for the first time. And you can see that this is no longer a Kenku, but mutated something else. You can see these bits of moss and gray matter clump and fall off as it climbs out from the eggshell. And the mother, so ecstatic that this young one has been born. And you see now that the other egg starts to quake.
Can I wake everybody up?
At this point, I think a bit of a ruckus of the Kenku having no self-control is how excited she is.
Okay.
And you have all awakened to see the scene.
So is that a short rest or a long rest?
Probably got a short rest out of that.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Were we asleep for 4 hours then? Because I get my spell slots back in 4.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Great.
It's not an 8-hour rest.
So, Dr. G, can you take a look at this egg over here and tell us what you think is going on with this? Is the other egg just sitting there not opening?
Are they both? I thought they were both opening.
The
Kyle?
one is open. The second one has started to shudder as though that it was ready to hatch as well.
Okay. I will take a look at the eggs, and I can immediately tell you right now that the one that's hatched is definitely not anything good. I'm not waiting around for the other one, and I'm going to suggest that we destroy these eggs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's going on now? Are we all...
If our baby bird would like to observe these baby birds, he can probably tell us the same, that these are not birds anymore.
Yeah, I mean, can I take a look at them birds from where I'm standing at, and can I really tell they ain't good?
Maybe a little bit of nature roll for anybody who wants to look further into this.
Okay, I got it. That's an 8. You guys, they could be birds.
Okay.
I actually rolled a
All right.
20. I have a 19 plus 1, so 20.
Woo! Nice. I actually think that lizards come out of eggs too, to be honest.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely, they do. Alligators
I'm
too.
confused.
They could be any
Is
number
it
of reptiles or birds.
So
Is it a dragon?
Desdemona rolled a 20. Was anybody else? No, it's not a lizard. I was just goofing, making some goofs.
I rolled a 21 for the nature.
Ooh, these are no longer birds, but they seem to be coated with fungus. Strange, growing, green, and more alive than you're used to. It's actually moving along like it's the skin of this creature now.
Oh, so it's infected with the thing that everybody's infected with. It's because it was a fungus thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is what you're most, everybody is worried about.
Yeah, I feel like we've all seen this before. We know what's happening here. It's time.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Except for Trout, who's
I'm
like,
gonna go
that
to the
could
river
be a
and wash
bird.
my hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Are you sure that's what that looks like? The infected? You sure?
100%.
We're not in initiative at all, are we?
No.
Can I just shoot that fucking bird then?
Well, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's one that's hatched and one that's ready to hatch. I mean, you can do whatever your demented
Well, the hatched
mind
one is a
thinks
lost
of.
cause. I'm gonna blow its head off.
Maybe you should try to explain that to the Kenku.
I find it's better to shoot first.
Okay.
Than do my explaining.
Shoot first,
Sure.
say sorry later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
sometimes
All
I
right,
say
you turn
sorry,
into
and
a
sometimes
kite.
I leave.
Hey, I didn't realize we were playing with a cop.
Sometimes I turn into a kite. Yeah, real. I mean, come on, you guys are all fucking criminals. Let's go.
I agree. Shoot the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. Can I shoot it?
All right, shoot it. Did you make sure your gun's loaded and everything?
I did. I reloaded them last episode. Yes, I certainly did, sir. I got me, well, I'm still just kind of waking up a little bit, you know, and I got me an 11. Shot me an 11 with that pistol. I only unloaded one gun, so.
You get a little like, you know, foggy-eyed as you aim and fire, and squinting your eyes, the sunlight bright in your face. You're
Hold still, you son of a bitch!
once again the head evaporates off of a creature, and the Kenku just and looks at you in Orin. It's like, what the fuck?
I say in common, and that thing was sick, man. I say it in common though, so that everybody else can understand.
It says in just like Cedric Diggory's dad, it's like, my boy, my son.
Oh.
Well, now I feel a little bit bad, but what do you think we ought to do about this one? And I tap my loaded gun on the other egg.
I say we smash it, stomp it out.
What? The Kenku says.
Well, I
So
mean,
the
you can
Kenku
see
speaks
that
common
it's
now?
sick.
It's like not her voice, but like a mimic of like phrases and sayings. So at some point,
I
she
mean, the
starts
first
to go,
one was
"What?"
sick as hell, man. It was sick as hell. So, you know,
Can I am I near the egg? Can I take the egg?
I mean, you could try. Why don't you
I would
roll
like
a
to try to take
sleight
the
of
egg.
hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
How
That's kinda
is this
weird.
disease spread, though?
Well, it's
Are we
still
all
an
getting
egg.
sick because there's fungal spores everywhere?
Still an egg, right?
Well, it had stuff all over it, and it was coated with moss and crap.
I rolled an 11.
To snatch the egg. All right. You reach for the egg, and the Kenku sees you. Just like, ah, no! And as you are bending to get it, she's trying to come after you, but you make it to the egg first and pick it up.
I'm gonna try to toss that to Frankie and ask her to stomp it out.
Whoa!
She looks like the right kind of person that would do that to me.
I would not
Or
do
for me.
that.
I'm gonna try.
And I'm gonna turn my back like George Michael in Arrested Development.
All right, the egg's in the air because I tossed it.
And I
Yeah. So go ahead and why don't you roll a d20 for like a ranged weapon attack per se?
Me?
I really
Okay.
love the idea,
Yeah.
though, that, like, of Dr. G throwing a baby at Frankie and having her turn and be like, no, gross.
It's an egg. It's an
But
egg.
yeah, it's an
Baby.
egg.
D20 for the range attack was an
Gross.
8. Hold on, let me see here. Is there any modifier for that?
Guys, they're sick though, right?
Is that like an
Those are the
unarmed
most
strike,
infected
Kyle, would you
things.
say? Or like ranged
No,
weapon,
ranged
crossbow
weapon.
kind of. Okay, so
Sure. But you're probably not proficient in it because you're just throwing an egg.
Okay, so I rolled an 8. Do you want no modifier? Then you're saying?
It's awkward to throw because of the imbalance. So when you think you're going to toss it, it's like a water bottle type situation. So like a whoop, and it comes just straight down, and you can see that it cracks. And a similar situation starts to unfold as the ooze now leaking down to the ground. You can see that it's getting onto the barren waste of the earth, and these small green ooze undulating bits start to expand from underneath the egg, and you can see them moving on the ground much slower than on any living being, but they're trying to move, and they are alive. It's like another symbiotic type of
I put
creature.
my and then But
Can I
just for the safety of myself, I'm
can
gonna
I
go
do
ahead
a
and mask up.
attack of opportunity since it's like just happening? Everyone's in shock and try to stomp them out.
I mean, you can do that attack. Yeah, I mean, there's no round of action economy right now. This Kenku mother is a bit in shock seeing this unfold in the middle of the afternoon now. I think it's like 6 p.m. So it's like supper time. She's probably just like, oh my god, I knew it. They're my eggs. And
You guys aren't focusing on the sickness as much as I'd hoped you were, and now I'm starting to feel kind of bad for killing that first baby. You know what I mean? You can't see my face right now, but I'm doing that thing where my mouth is open and my teeth are clenched together, and I'm just kind of like, ew, awkward.
that murder.
We've committed. We have committed.
I've definitely committed a couple of murders recently.
I think you're committed
Alright.
to what was going
Listen,
on now.
I got your back. I'm trying to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, Frankie.
No, I can firebolt this mess on the ground.
Dope.
All right, 22 to hit,
Okay, that's a hit.
10 damage.
And it's hard boiled, still having some of those features that we talked about, the malformed face and beak and the tendon like bits stretching between its mouth, and you can see that it is crispy and not moving. The rest of the egg still oozes to the ground as the shell slides on top of the earth, and there's just an atrocious smell from them. Trout, you said you were covering your face and
Yeah, I got my
kind of keep your mouth covered,
wearing a
and
mask.
it's just pungent, and the Kenku is in shock, just standing with her hands like,
Maybe you should go. You know, actually, I know we kind of were like, come on, but then it got
This
kind
is a
of
shit
weird.
show.
It got
I'd
kind of
like
weird.
to just. I'd just like to sneak up behind the Kenku and just stab her with my dagger.
Fuck
Whoa.
yes.
all right, roll for
This is
attack.
awful.
This is happening while I'm
20
explaining,
22.
hey, we're really sorry.
Yeah.
It was a big-
22.
Oh my god!
That's 22 to hit.
And she looks at you, Trout, and she's like, I can't, what's going on? My children.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll it damage.
Well,
If it's more than 10, she's just dead.
It's 4.
Ah! Witnesses!
Can I hit her again?
The Kenku's freaked out.
I mean-
Yeah, just
Just keep stabbing it until it's dead. I mean,
Just keep stabbing it until it's dead. This is just a weird, senseless murder at this point. You're all standing there with this vibe that just makes the room feel real awkward.
my next
They're all
one was
just-
9 anyway. I just figure no mother's gonna want to live after that happened with their kids, and she's probably a fucking mess forever. So whatever. Now it's not a problem. That'll teach us to get involved with people on the road. I'm just gonna shut up and keep walking. I don't want to do this anymore. Bird people and goblins and shit. Jesus.
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
go home.
mind finishing up my nap, actually.
Dr. Garth is not going to say I told you so, but he's going to be smiling ear to ear, just silently while this is all happening.
This is your fault anyway.
The vibe is, he's
God
cool with
damn
this
it.
vibe. He's not feeling any of the tension. He's fine.
I see that as mercy killing for sure, and I feel bad about it, but God, what is there to do in that case? I think that's what I would want somebody to do to me.
This is honestly pretty new to me, and I'm just long, I'm happy to be just
You're the
included.
first one to kill a motherfucker.
Well, it was sick. The thing was sick. You could clearly see it was going to spread its gross ass spores all over everything. So I did what I had to do and I vaporized its fucking head. But, I'm surprised about killing the Kenku. Honestly, I am. And I feel a little bit bad about it, but also, if y'all are my party, so who am I gonna argue with? All for one and one for all or whatever, right?
For democracy.
I feel like it's a good lesson learned for the world of the wild.
It's wild as fuck out here, you guys. This is crazy. I can tell you this as far as I've ever been outside of real civilization. To be honest with you.
Civilization?
Yeah, whatever that word is.
I would assume I never left the city.
Dr. Garth, not trying to be a dick, but he's going to ask the group, do you still want to go check out the bird's nest to see where they came from?
We don't need to now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That seems like... Well, the son of a
probably all
bitch of it is,
infected.
it's on the goddamn way, We gotta... I don't know if we want to check it out, but I have a feeling that we might be wandering that direction.
We might be
Anyhow.
wandering into some more of that.
Well, what seems to work really well is a lot of fire. And, I don't know
Like
about
burn
y'all,
up bird
but
people?
we're gonna have to come back this way eventually, and after we get done doing what we got to do further on down the road, I'd rather not have to walk back through a bunch of zombie Kenku. So let's smite those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I got a thirst for it now.
Oh no.
Does that make you a cannibal?
Oh god.
I'm not actually gonna eat them, I think. Well, no, I'm not gonna eat them because it's tainted. It's tainted meat. You know what I mean?
Have you ever smelled fried
We're not
chicken?
the same species. I'm speaking to you out loud. I have actually smelled fried chicken. It smells goddamn delicious. But
Have you ever eaten it?
no, heavens,
Not
no.
even a little peck?
God damn it, no, absolutely not.
But
It
you
just doesn't-
wanted to.
Maybe
I
some
mean, it
spilled
smells
fries out in the parking lot, but that's as far as I go.
I definitely eat the French fries.
Fried.
I'll gobble the French fries.
It was fried in the same grease, so I have an idea.
Well, it does. It's almost like how they say like something like 90% of taste is actually smell. And man, I got a hell of a sense of smell, so I just mow down on some fries real close to that chicken there, and I can just close
The
my eyes.
restaurant
That's
serves
almost
people, but I didn't actually eat people,
Illegal.
so it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not eating. I'm in
Hello.
respect. Outside of murdering their kids, I'm respectful of other bird beings. I feel bad still that had to happen. I wouldn't mind, like I said, finishing up my nap if I could possibly do that. I'm still kind of hurt. I actually didn't really regain any hit points at all during that short rest.
I didn't either. I would also, after all that commotion, like to take another nap.
All right,
That's fine with me.
You could just sit down back where you were. I mean, it was pretty
I
safe.
haven't
other
killed
than
anybody yet. Everyone else has, so it's like I'm feeling a little weird.
Can
Like
I
to take a
bury
nap?
this mess of death, sickness, while they're all sleeping?
Yeah. I'll actually go ahead and give it a minute to bury this whole sloppy mess.
How long is it? Can this be like a sleep? Because I guess I don't get hit points for short naps. I don't know. Didn't give me any.
You got to decide how many die you want to use. You have hit
Yeah,
die
you roll
up to
your own
level.
die for that.
Oh, tell me more about this. I just
So
clicked
short
the
rest,
button.
Probably
you
a
have-
It's a
D8.
game where you roll dice.
No, but I just clicked the button. It was supposed to do it for me.
Oh.
So roll however many D8 you want, and that's how many hit points you get back.
I'm gonna
So you did-
try to
you didn't
wander
even do it,
away
Todd.
from the
You
rest
didn't
of this death.
Gonna go take a break. Okay. Desdemona is digging a hole, and Trout, you're gonna take a step away for a few minutes to reflect.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
see.
heavy, man. I need to sleep this off.
Oh, I get it now.
Todd,
I'm learning, you
got it.
guys.
you got it.
It's not your first time playing this game, though.
Not the first time
Listen.
using the app.
No, the app does not make sense. I tried it again, it didn't work, so I'm just doing it manually now. Okay, I'm happy. I don't need another nap. I'm good.
So Trout taking a nap, and Desdemona.
I'll help dig the holes and bury the dead. I'm gonna try to get Desdemona on my good side because she really didn't like. She seems to have some beef with me, but also at the same time, I noticed she was very quick to stab that bird. So I see something that it's okay. Like maybe we do see eye to eye in some things. So I'm just gonna take this time to do that.
Just have a.
Because I
like
killed
a-
that lady doesn't mean I'm ruthless.
It's pretty cool.
I just don't have qualms about taking care of business.
I don't need you to be ruthless. I just need you to be my friend. She tripped me earlier. I want to forgive her for that.
I thought that made us even, but then you were still a jerk about it. I don't know.
Look,
I'll admit that we might be more alike than I thought.
Cold, quiet night ahead. You haven't traveled much farther after the ambush of the goblins and the nonsense you had to deal with the rotten eggs and the insane, grieving mother. But you've now found a little bit of silence, and tomorrow you'll be able to make more travel towards the cave, or at least in the direction that you were already traveling. You're all healed up. Everybody wakes up for the adventure going forward, and your day begins as good as any other day could. You all need to roll a perception check for me, please.
17.
Motherfucker.
22.
Got a 9.
21.
Damn it. Glad you guys are paying attention.
Well, you are just
I'm just
waking up from a
laying there.
nap, so.
As you're traveling away from the scene you left the day before, those that rolled much better than Trout notice that there is a bit of a spread of the fungus where the bodies were disposed of. Coming up from underground, it seems to have already spread from their bodies and has made a little home on the surface. It's got this weird glaze where it's almost iridescent in the sunlight. But you move away from this now knowing that you are safe as long as you're not near it.
Can I wash my hands again?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, reach into your pack. You've got a little bottle of hand sanitizer. Just give yourself a little.
Standard issue for our mission.
Swipe it all over my face.
Hey, give me a
Yeah.
little bit of that, would you?
Yeah.
This elven gel liqueur.
It's a schmoovaguru.
Called back alley chic.
Oh, shit. Gross.
Gross. It's a cologne. It's
Smells
not
like
Rite Aid.
champagne and urine.
Oh, I got some in my mouth. Oh, fuck.
It's kind of sweet and tangy, you know?
Can't smell anymore.
It says
Supposed to eat it.
Made in Beepus, SA.
Beep this SA. It doesn't take long, maybe till the end of the day. Sun is just getting ready to set after a long day of travel. And you found the cave, assuming that they came from the same direction. And you have now got the opportunity to poke around.
This is the cave where the birds and the goblins came from?
Yeah, we're going to hang back just a little bit and approach cautiously for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to vote that we send the bird in since it's a bird cave.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
we
good with
like
that.
see? First off, do we know how it's spread, or are we looking for this disease or evidence of it?
I mean, you guys, I didn't notice shit.
Does the doctor know how this is spread? Is it through breathing the spores, or is it something else?
Um,
Does he do like a medicine check for that shit or something, or what?
I guess I was a doctor in the hospital when the disease started, so I probably have some history of it, but I think we all know the disease is here.
So basically,
So do we
he's
really
got
want to
no
go in this
idea.
cave that's like full of it? Are we sure that we're all immune to it?
Right, I was really not like jumping to volunteer myself, honestly.
I haven't-
I was super excited.
I don't know. I don't know if maybe I'm misunderstanding, but is this something that we just know that we're immune to, so we don't ever have to worry about this on this whole thing? Or
I have no idea about that. I don't believe
I don't
that
know
I'm
about
immune
You've
to it
my
for
immunity
one
either.
second.
encountered anything to this date. It's something completely new to you. So that
We've been living
Okay.
in that safe haven. Yeah. I'm not interested in going in the cave personally. Dr. G will express that. We know we've seen 3 beings come out of there, 2 are infected. That is not good odds for me.
do you understand why we're here? Because I thought that we came here to get rid of them. But I don't know that we want to go in. It's kind of a
Maybe somebody should just throw a few fireballs down into the cave opening to see what happens. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll throw a bucket of oil in there first and see. Just for a little oomph, give it a
Birdman.
little extra.
Can you use your skills of Orion to like cacaw, see if anyone's in there?
Yeah, I also wonder if anybody's got one of them magic jugs. If you let my accent conjure up some diesel gasoline.
what?
Just for, like I said, for a little extra horsepower.
I have a water skiing if you'd like to use that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just, like I said, trying to sprinkle in a little flavor.
I can give you 4 pints of liquid. If you can make diesel, sure, you can use my water skin.
Well, I reckon ain't nobody got actually a magic jug on them, so that's probably nope, I ain't got one.
Maybe you're thinking of a different
Nope,
party that
ain't
you
got-
used to travel with.
Not one. Different game.
Yeah, forgot about that inventory not crossing over there. That'll happen. Look, we got several characters, all right? I get them mixed around sometimes.
could have sworn I had a spear somewhere. Goddamn.
There's got to be a fucking crystal trident in one of these pockets. All right, well, scratch the diesel. I still think we should pepper fire into that thing and just see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can
Or
fire
we can
bolt
just
in
move
there.
on. It's up to
Yeah, I
y'all.
say, can't we
You
just
don't-
move along?
Yeah.
We were going this
Take a
direction.
vote. I mean, let's vote and be democratic about it. We'll just, everybody who wants to go and kill everything that's in that cave, say aye, and everybody who wants to just mosey on towards the south, say whatever you fucking want.
Before we vote, Trout, can you fly up and see if there's anything else further south that would be of interest?
Yeah, maybe I'll fly up and get a lay of the land, just see what kind of where we're headed. Is that all right? To get up and get it into the airborne there.
Yeah, go ahead and we got the landing strip clear there. We got go ahead and go for fire.
Jesus Christ! Finally, I rolled something double digits. For Christ's sake, you want a? Is that a perception check? That's a 21.
All right, and you were looking for you're just scouting the skies, see if there's anything clear.
Yeah, I mean, see if there's any more beast mounted goblins or fucking zombie birds wandering around out there.
In your immediate area, you are safe. Nothing that's coming after you. There's no creatures in the surrounding area. But you do see often in the distance a faint cloud of smoke. Faint whispers of a campfire that was far off to the west.
Y'all looks pretty dead and in the immediate vicinity, but it looks like somebody might have been camping on down the road a little ways. Might be running into somebody else down the ways. So, we can just keep on moseying, y'all. I don't know. Maybe we find a big rock and push it into the cave opening and just lock everybody in there, you know? You know what I mean? Happy Easter, push it shut. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus jokes.
My God.
It's almost time to hail zombie Jesus, so I figured.
So much.
All right, I don't know. I'm the most creative death dealer here, just a little baby bird. Let's just move on. Let's go. Let's just head down south down the road.
I vote for move on as well. Dr. G
Yeah.
doesn't want anything to do with creepy disease cave.
Fair.
Again,
That's fair.
our mission is to try to find where the human child came from. So let's try to find some signs of human life. Can I look around to see if there's anything else going on, like on the ground, not from the air, like that can tell us foot traffic or kind of what has happened here?
You can see there's a kerfuffle in the front of the cave. There's tracks, and you can see where the wargs and the goblins had taken off. But, a day pass, and it seems that the wind's blown quite a bit of that away, and the entrance to the cave seems to be open and untouched into the darkness.
And do the goblin tracks, do they come from out of the cave or?
There are steps. Yeah, there's a lot of like footprints. Probably, let's see, 3 sets altogether. So,
Okay.
why don't you roll? No, actually, I'm just going to give you the lowdown. It looks like the Kenku itself came out of the cave and then was ambushed outside. So there was this big area out front, but there aren't as many footprints going further in that you can see.
So, yeah, it looks like the only thing that has come out of this cave was carrying 2 diseased things with it. The bird itself was not diseased, but it had reproduced disease. So I think we would be safe to enter if the bird didn't contract it, being in the air with the fungus. But again, we do know the disease is in there somewhere.
That's
So
surprisingly sound logic.
How
Sure.
risky should we be? We could enter.
You're
We
saying
could.
now that we do want to go in?
Well, I'm just making sure everyone has all the cards here. Make our best decision. Because we didn't see much in the air, so
How
Again,
much
we
do
can
we
leave,
want to
leave it up
die?
to a vote.
I think we leave it to a vote. Secret ballot?
I have no problem
Find
saying
out
I'd
if we
rather-
go into the cave next time on the Stay at Home Order.
Oh, also, I'll reload my gun.
Dieting! He dieted! It's
The
a
recorder's
cannon!
still on, folks.
Forgot all about it.
Well,
Woo, I'm safe.
You gotta get
Oh,
a sticky
God.
note, like clean or dirty on the dishwasher. Load and
flip
reload.
it, load and reload. Hold on. All right, yeah, just go ahead and let's. I don't know. How do we do the secret vote? Everybody, close your eyes. Raise your hand when I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
that's fair.
Well, I mean, there's
Yeah.
4 of you. I mean, you guys are gonna have to know who voted, so you can't just be like,
I don't care if I don't mind saying that.
We can just
I'd
turn
rather
our
not go
camera.
in the cave.
No, we can't turn our cameras off. That doesn't work that way.
that is
like
no.
this.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
is
do
it gonna be
that.
so secret?
I
when,
can't do
like-
that either. Fuck.
No, somebody's just gonna walk into the cave and be like, "Well, I guess he wanted to go, and then I didn't, so I didn't go into the cave." Like that's pretty much how this is gonna work.
We either all go into the cave or we don't go into the cave. I mean, that's just that simple. You know what I mean? I thought we were going to go in there and just wipe them out. Bunch of little infected baby birds, just hit them with some fire, and because otherwise we might come back and they'll be big, gross Kenku zombies. You know what I mean?
So the question is, though,
That's a good point.
does Frankie have more fire? She's already used one. Oh, you rested, right?
Firebolt is a cantrip, so I can use it as
Dope.
many times as I want.
Dope. I'm learning so much tonight, you guys.
So you want to go
Magic's
kill a
pretty
bunch of baby
cool.
birds?
Well, I mean, I don't. Well, once I seen them, I didn't think much of baby birds anymore. I just thought of little zombies. You know what I mean? There's a big difference in my mind between beautiful, angelic baby birds, adorable little down
And mushroom omelets?
Yeah, and then mushroom omelets is kind of fucking gross, so I blast them.
Mushrooms.
That's
Mushroom
well
omelets
put.
sound awful.
Mushroom. I love mushroom omelets in real life, but
It sounds
in
awful.
the game, that is the best thing in the world that I've heard so far. That's what I'm. That's going to help my character sleep easier at his next rest. In fact, it's just the whole mushroom omelet analogy. He's just going to. That just absolves me of all my guilt. I'll just go right to sleep.
I like my children scrambled.
Don't we all, Kyle?
Me
Don't we all?
too.